Hello everybody and welcome back to Games for Dads and another brand new card and another cool deck review on Cards, the Universe and everything. There it is, Miasma Theory. Came out yesterday, awesome card this one, and we are going to build a super deck using this card, and then we're going to, as always, test it out. So let's have a look at this Miasma Theory deck. It is an Eros based deck, so it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then finishing off with 6 arts and cultures cards. And it's Miasma Theory meets Bobbit. Absolutely cool deck, I think this one is. Deck code 5CD W7G. Yep, there we go. 5CD W7G. Okay, let's kick off with the first card. Obviously, Miasma Theory, brand new card, looks absolutely amazing. On the draw, all cards, wherever they are, with 60 or more base power, lose -30 for 3 turns. So I'm assuming that's everybody's cards. And then on the draw, for every Marvelous Medicine card in your deck, up to a maximum of 3, your cards with 60 or more base power, wherever they are, gain +10 for 3 turns. Well, that's a little bit weird, that one, because we want to be targeting everybody's cards with 60 or more, and then we don't really want cards with base power of 60 or more. So we're working on that first part, and therefore we are building a deck and we're trying to keep the cost down as much as we can, or the power cost down as much as we can. So let's have a look. Next card up, I've gone with Siege Tower, 6 for 54. We have got Bobbit Worm in this deck, so this is going to get hit by Bobbit Worm, but it's only one of 2 or 3 cards, I think, that will get hit by Bobbit. So 6 for 54, Siege Tower, Epic Limited. On the draw, your cards in hand gain +32 and cost +2 until played. Super powerful. And then we've gone with our first of the 2 space cards. A supermassive black hole, has to be this one really. 7 for 49, so it falls under the Bobbit target. On the return, for every non-space card in your deck, give your space cards, wherever they are, +3 until played. Well, we've only got 2 space cards, so that means all the other cards are going to give us that buff. Absolutely awesome. I've gone with Hulk. I like this card in an Eros deck. 9 for 45, or I should say in a Bobbit deck. Really good. Keeps it under that 50 power. On the draw, an opponent's random card in hand loses -70 until played. Super duper. He is going to smash our opponent. And then here we have Bobbit. Works really nicely with Miasma Theory. In fact, you need to play them both together, I think, to really get the full effect. But what does Bobbit do? You should know, on the return, all cards, wherever they are, with 50 or more base power, lose -25 until played. And that's why I try to pick all the cards as good as I can with -50, or not minus, with 50 or less base power. That's Bobbit. And then the second Oceans and Sea card, obvious one, this one. It's a mythic. It's the Flying Dutchman, 6 for 30. Really useful. On the play, if you're losing the round, your cards in hand gain +48 this turn. And if you're winning the round, your Plundering Pirates cards, wherever they are, gain +36 for 2 turns. So I've got no Pirates cards, but it's quite hard to pick 2 Oceans and Sea cards. But I think Bobbit and Flying Dutchman are the way to go. So let's look at the 2 Paleontology cards. No problems here. Have to be Arthropluria. 5 for 44, works perfectly. On the play, your opponent's cards in hand with 45 or more base power lose -30 this turn and next. This deck, if we walk into a boxing deck, we are going to be absolutely laughing, I think. Next one, second Paleontology card is Hatzegopteryx. 5 for 44. On the return, if you lost the turn, your remaining cards in hand gain +30 until played. So actually, when I use this card, I do actually try and lose the turn, not by much, so I can get that extra buff on my other card. So that's pretty good. That's Hatzegopteryx. Okay, my 2 history cards. Has to be these 2, really. Testudo formation, only 3 for 27, so that's perfect. On the return, your cards, wherever they are, gain +48 power and cost +3 this round. Works really well. We can afford the energy, and that power is going to be very welcome. So I've gone with Identity Theft, and this is one of the few cards that are over 50 power, purely because it works so well in this deck. 8 for 68, Epic Limited. On the play, for every legendary card in your opponent's deck, up to a maximum of 10, your cards in hand gain +4 until played. And this deck, we're really aiming to really do some damage to those big high scoring boxing deck. So it makes sense to put him in because we're hoping that our opponent has lots of legendary and big scoring cards. Another reason why I put in the next card, the first of the two Life on Land cards, General Sherman, 7 for 90. I didn't want to put in another one over 50 power, but I went with this one because of the same reason as Identity Theft. On the play, your opponent's cards, wherever they are, with 50 or more base power, lose minus 30 this round. It's just too powerful not to put in this deck, really. And this card, Yellow Jacket, well, everybody knows this one. I'm going to hold him pretty much for the whole game. And I reckon we can get him up to 3, maybe even 400 points with this deck. And maybe even have a chance of finishing off with a 1,000-point final turn if we get to round 5. But that's Yellow Jacket, another legendary, 5 for 43. On the start, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 5 until played. And on the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 24 this turn. So if we can hold him right to the end, he's going to do some serious damage. So those are our 2 cards. Let's have a look at the arts and culture cards. So no surprise, the first one is Eros, 2 for 11. On the play, if your deck is exactly 2 arts and culture cards, which we don't, give those cards wherever they are plus 20 until played. Repeat for each of the other albums. So our science, space, oceans and seas, paleontology, history, and life on lands, all of those decks are going to benefit from Eros. So absolutely amazing. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 cards are going to get buffed by 20. Worth 240 points every time you play it. Great card. Next card up is Archangel. Great card, this one. On the play, 2 random cards in your hand game, plus 25 until played. Reveal before scoring. And on the play, a random card in your hand gains plus 30 permanently. I did have Hell in this deck, but I swapped it out because the trouble with Hell is you might not ever play it. So I wanted to put a card in that I can play whenever without having to worry too much. So if you prefer, you can swap Archangel for Hell. You probably will lose 2 rounds, but maybe not. But it's your choice really, but it's a good alternative. And then I've gone with 3 tarot cards. First one, the Hierophant. If your deck is exactly 3 tarot cards, give them wherever they are 27 permanently. Really cool card, that one. Next one up is the Ace of Swords. On the play, if played in the left slot, your cards in hand gain plus 25 until played. Played in the right slot, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 25 until played. I like that one because it gives you a few options and it is going to buff up quite nicely from the Hierophant. You could swap this one and the next tarot card, which is the Fool, out for a couple of other tarot cards if you prefer, if you want to go for ones with a bit more energy. But I quite like these ones. The Fool, 1 for 0. Your tarot cards, wherever they are, gain plus 16 permanently. Not bad at all. Okay, the last card. No surprise, really. We are playing almost a rainbow deck. Well, it is a rainbow deck. Had to go with Hemidel. On the return, if at least 6 cards in your deck are from different albums, your cards, wherever they are, gain plus 30 this round. And I've gone with that one because it's 6 for 30. It's not going to get hit by Bobbit. And again, if you can get him out at the start of the turn, he is a really powerful card. So that's the deck. Deck code 5CD W7G. Nice code there. Miasma Theory. So let's take it in. I'm looking forward to this one. I have played a few games with it and it is really powerful. So there's the deck. Let's go and have a game. So let's play a league game. We've got 14 shields or Cyber Break. Okay, shall we play him? He came straight up looking for a game there. Yep, Cyber Break. I think you're on my friends list, Cyber Break. I think we've played before. Good player. So let's see what we're up against. So, a few space cards of history and could be interesting. Okay, so let's go. Hemidel out at the beginning. Archangel, there we go. Useful already, Archangel, which is why I prefer it to Hell. Oh, this could be a boxing deck. Oh, this could be fun. Hello, how are you, Cyber Break? Good to see you. Okay, we are 101 behind. Nothing to worry about. We get buffed by Hemidel. He's buffing up his space cards. So there is the Hulk, Identity, and don't forget Hatsi there. We want to try and lose with Hatsi. So I'm not going to play him here. I'm going to play Hulk 349. See what Identity Theft gives us. Hopefully, it should give us the maximum. Oh, he's having a think here, Cyber. Oh, history, science. Oh my word. Okay, that's a good hit. Nicely played, Cyber. Well, that's a massive score. 538 against our 457. Not too far behind. I mean, we are, but on that turn, we weren't too far behind with this deck. Bearing in mind, we're predominantly trying to do damage to our opponent. So let's have a look. Supermassive, Arthropleura, and I think we might lose this. 3-2-3. Let's hope we lose this turn. I think we might. See what he comes up. Oh, he boxed us there, playing only 2 cards. Oh well, we didn't get that buff from Hats though. Hatsy, whatever you want to call him. So we lost that first round by 105, and there was his boxing card coming out. So we are playing a boxing deck. I'm fairly confident we are going to do some big damage to him as this game goes on. So I think we will go with Testudo, General Sherman, and Hierophant. Looks good. 2-3-1, not the highest score. Ooh, he's playing Flying Dutch there. What are you doing, Cyberbreak? What are you up to? Maybe he just wants to get him out. Unless he's got 2 whole cards. Maybe Sidonia. What would the other science card be? Ooh, big buff there. Okay, well, 197 in the lead. That's good. Let's try and win this round. There we go. There is our Miasma Theory. Nice damage from him. That was great. Really good card. Like I said, if you pair him up with Bobbit, I think you can get yourself a really good deck, whatever way you want to build it. 409 for us. He's going to get a little buff. 434. We are still in the lead. That was a good score there by both of us. Art Deco and Iron Maiden. Interesting, Cyberbreak. Okay, here is Bobbit. We are 172 in the lead. I'm holding Yellow Jacket. You can see Yellow Jacket's already building up quite nicely. Eros, I think 348 and 172. We should be all right. Ooh, he's got Hell as well. Planet X and the World Turtle. 430. Nice score. We got a great deck there, Cyberbreak. Okay, that makes it 1-1. I'm a little bit more happy. Let's go into the Oceans and Sea. Riding the Waves arena. Yep, Riding the Waves bonus. That's good. So Siege Tower, Identity, and Hemidel, I think will be my choice here. Siege, Hemidel, and Identity 2. Let's do it in the other order, actually. There we go. Oh, what a deck he's got. Nice. Special ability activated. So Supermassive Black Hole has a hidden ability with Sidonia. I think it gives it 30 points extra. That's that secret ability there, if you were wondering. We are 127. We're behind. Can we get a big score here? We can go with Flying Dutch. Looking good. Supermassive and 613. That is amazing. That is really good. Oh, Jet Car and Mount Everest perfectly played. Cyberbreak. I'm not sure I would have played Jet Car there, but 4-4-4. We're back in the lead. Oh, let's try and steal this. Oh, Mount Everest. I don't want to go to the 5th round now. We know he's holding Sidonia, and he's just buffed up all his cards with that Mount Everest. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Let's keep chipping away. Hulk, Hierophant, and General Sherman. Hate playing him at the end, but don't have much choice really. Oh, that was a good score. That was a good move. Okay, his boxing cards are starting to get a little bit weak now against this deck. I am liking that Miasma Theory very much, especially paired up with Bobbit here. Or we are in a good position. We've got to go for the win. We are 2-1 up. We've got to go for it. I don't fancy going to the last round. Let's go big and strong. Let's try and lose this. 201. Oh, we're going to get that buff. 376. Oh, no. We just won. Well, won by 50. Okay, that's good. I should have maybe done something a little bit different there. Never mind. I'm getting too excited. Oh dear. So what have we got? The Fool, Bobbit, Archangel. Now if we had Hell would have been a great card to play there. But Bobbit still gives us half of what hell. I mean, Archangel still gives you half of what hell will give you. There's hell. Played it at a really good time. That was well played, Cyber. Okay, this is close. We are about 20 behind. Oh, we got some big cards here. Oh, this is tempting. Do we play Yellow Jacket and go for it? Only 20. We can't afford to go to that last. Let's go for it. 558 plus the buff from Identity Theft. 583. That's even better. Oh, that was a good move. Oh, I think we're going to squeak through just about 691. That was great. Sorry about that cyber break. I think he was banking on getting to the 5th round there, but we blew him away. Anyhow, that is my Miasma Theory deck. Absolutely loving that. I'm going to be playing this deck a lot. So beware, if you are playing boxing, I am coming for you. Miasma Theory, deck code 5CD W7G. That puts us, yeah, I thought we were friends, cyber break. That puts us on 15 shields. Great stuff. We will be back very soon with some more videos. But in the meantime, take care, everybody. Have fun. Bye.